Anyone who's spent countless hours huddled around a table rolling d20s with nerdy compatriots will appreciate Crimson Shroud's authentic homage to the glory days of tabletop RPG gaming. Its pared-down tribute to Dungeons & Dragons-style tabletop gaming proves an amply charming fit for the 3DS. Rolling virtual dice, plotting a course through hand-scrawled dungeon maps, and soaking in rich narrative storytelling between battles makes this absorbing adventure a real winner, even if some aspects of the formula feel like they're best left in the past. Crimson Shroud follows the plight of 3 adventurers hired to track down the titular artifact fabled to be the original source of the world's magic. Despite the fact they're depicted by static 3D figurines, your party members are more colorful and complex than the traditional warrior, archer, and mage roles they're assigned. Outside of battle, their backstories unfold in interesting ways, and each member contributes an equal measure of diversity when encounters come to blows. Exploring map locations in each chapter yields as much treasure as it does trouble, and the meticulous process of uncovering the path ahead rewards your curiosity with a grand sense of atmosphere that's surprisingly effective in shaping the tone of your journey. Much like the tabletop games it draws inspiration from, Crimson Shroud leans heavily on narrative description to paint a detailed picture of the dank corridors, hulking brutes, and ominous interactions you encounter along the way. There's a lot to read, but the exposition is very well done and adds a lot to the experience. On-screen settings are simple but beautifully developed, and their accompanying text really fills in any leftover gaps with striking clarity. Even the rudimentary character figurines have their charm, effectively evoking the pewter miniatures used in tabletop RPGs. The turn-based battles blend magic, melee, and missile attacks with a broad range of additional skills that power up as you fight. The iconic spread of traditional polyhedra come into play frequently to decide the effectiveness of special attacks in other situations as you duel minotaurs, skeleton warriors, and other fantasy beasts. Making virtual dice rolls on the touchscreen is a pleasantly authentic addition that will delight anyone who's ever occupied a post at the dinner table. As enjoyable as they can be at times, combat encounters tend to drag on far longer than they should, and respawning creatures makes necessary backtracking feel like a repetitive chore when facing off against yet another group of the same monsters you just defeated. Instead of earning experience, characters progress by equipping better gear, which makes loot hunting and monster slaying serious business. Unfortunately, exploration gets convoluted, sometimes forcing you to meander in circles for an extended time before you're able to proceed. Minor issues that are typically smoothed out with balance adjustments made by a human dungeon master present a bigger problem with Crimson Shroud's campaign, but it's not enough to ruin the adventure. With patience and persistence, this nostalgic electronic journey through unplugged gaming's past is a stirring romp that'll undoubtedly rekindle deep-rooted passions for tabletop adventure. See this and other GT shows and game reviews on the GT Originals iOS app, available now on the App Store.